it's Nancy with She's Got Yarn. Sorry, you guys didn't see me yesterday. My internet's been up and down. I haven't been able to upload a video, and I probably could have went to Publix to do it, but I do my videos late at night. But anyways, I started to edit the video, and it was me cleaning my room, and I didn't trash it, but I didn't upload it. Yeah, so I'm back on here tonight. Shay was here, and yeah, I didn't want to play any of YouTube music after the Orlando shopping video. But anyways, there's a couple things I've been working on. I finished the wedding blanket. You guys want to see it? Okay, let me see if I can aim you away from my laundry baskets. That's my laundry and the dog's laundry. I haven't washed it yet. I'm going to wash it when Tim's done with his laundry. But that is the trim that I put on it. It was just half double crochet in the back loop. Or was it single crochet? No, it was half double crochet. But yeah, it turned out really pretty. And it's really, really heavy. All right. Okay, it's folded in half. Okay, so yeah, it comes up to here on me, but yeah. So I wanted to put my name tag on it. I have some name tags, but they're so ugly. I'll show you. Every time I order them, I'm very disappointed. This one says, She's Got Yarn Too. I don't know, maybe I wanted something a little bit bigger. Look how tiny these are. I mean, it's almost as big as my thumbnail. It's not big enough for me. That blanket's huge. I mean, you can barely see what it says. Anyways, yeah, they're not what I thought. I thought they were leather. They're pleather. I did buy some leather. I think I've already mentioned that. But anyways, so I'm going to scrap that. Chat in my spot. All right. As you can see, I think that's 2 skeins. This is the 3rd. I don't think I'm going to need to do another skein. I can't find the ribbing. And you know what? I've decided I'm not going to do a ribbing. I'm going to change it up. I think I'm going to do my normal chain, and then I'm going to single crochet, chain 1, skip 1, single crochet, chain 1, I'm going to do that on the bottom, and then the second row, I'm going to do chain 2, half double crochet in that chain 2 space, chain 1, half double crochet in that chain 2 space, and then go back to single crochet and do that for the bottom, because then I'm going to end up going into greeny stitches. So yeah, and I think I'm going to do things a little bit differently, and you guys will be surprised. Maybe, I don't know. These things are so hard to bend. They're like a big wire. But yeah, so I'm just gonna start over. So, and I gotta do even numbers. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 70. The 1, 2, 3. So I'm gonna do 73. I don't want it to be too big. So 73. I gotta write that down. And I don't have a ball band for that. 6 hook, chain 73. I mean 74. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to try to do the sweater where it does this. So the only squares I got to make are these. These are the only ones that I may have to cut. So, hang on a second. Okay. So, we're going to single crochet, chain, let's see, single crochet, chain 1, skip 1, single crochet, chain 1, skip 1. I think that'll, maybe I should do single crochet across first. Chain 1. I don't know. You guys, I'm struggling to do a video. I'm so frustrated. My internet's been down for 2 days. It's finally back up. And then I was working on my sweater. I just had to frog it because I put all of these together with the trim, the bottom band. I changed the band from ribbing to single crochet, chain 1, single crochet, and then double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, alternating that. That was going to be the bottom. Well, I had attached all of these and I forgot the center back piece. So I spent forever trying to get these apart because I'm so good at sewing in my ends for the first time. I'm not sewing in my ends anymore until I'm almost done when I do granny squares. Yeah, because I've wasted so much time. So, but I did get a blanket done. It's taken forever. I just feel like I haven't done a whole lot. But I did put something on my needles. I said when I finished the blanket, I was going to start something new. I've been dying to see how this would look. It looks pretty good. And what if I do a good job on this, I'm going to use my bougie yarn. This is ice yarn here. This is a number 4. This is a bulky 5. But this is the back panel. I think it turned out pretty good. I don't know. I couldn't find this color in bulky, so I held 2 together. And I probably should have held 3 together, but that's okay. This is kind of like an experiment. And if it works out good, all that new bougie yarn I bought, yeah, I'm going to make one in cotton, bulky cotton. And I've got somebody actually that's going to make me the yarn with these colors. Probably a lot brighter colors. Not, you know, like this blue, I wish it would have been a more neon, you know, but it, you know, it is what it is. I think it looks good. It's loud and happy, and it's going to be a cardigan. I'm not going to make it real long. I'm going to kind of try to make it a short one. I don't know. We'll see. Short isn't my style, but I'm going to try something different. But that's what 2 skeins wound up to. But I still have the collar to do and the sleeves. But I put that down. I don't know what's going on with me, but my hands are going numb. My fingertips are going numb. And I know a lot of people say that's carpal tunnel. It happens every now and then. So, I don't know. I'm drinking more water. Maybe that'll help. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah. So, oh, let me show you the yarn. It's loops and thread. This is the second skein I'm working on. It's loops and thread, twisted tones. I never dreamed I'd use this yarn. But it's really squishy. I mean, it is. It's really squishy. The soft factor, it's okay. It's soft, but not baby soft. I don't know. It is soft. It's squishy. But yeah, this is the other side, just in case you were curious. I'm not a professional knitter. I'm not sure when I add a new strand, I just tied a little knot here on the inside. I don't know if that's the right thing to do, but it kept getting loose, so I finally just tied a knot in. It's not a tight knot, so maybe I'll weave it in at the end and undo the actual knot. But yeah, I'm quite pleased how it turned out and how, you know, how everything worked out. It's no two rows are the same, you know. Here it's a little bit, but I added, if you see here, that's where I added the new skein. So the new skein is a lot different than the first skein. You see that? That's interesting. Huh. But I like it. I'm pleased. And another thing I've been doing, I gave the really cute one away. I've been making these. I made a few for my housekeeper, Shay, and gave them for her granddaughter for Easter. She made an Easter basket. I gave her a bunny I made. I gave her a couple things I made. So I also want to make headbands. So I've been looking at different styles to try to get some ideas. Look at all of this. This is all that I frogged. It's still attached. So, but yeah, I'm going to work a little more on this. So I'm not sure I will put in a video of me holding up the finished results of my purple blanket. Yeah. So, and my husband, we've decided now that we're retired, we're going to travel more. And he's planning a trip, I think in the next couple weeks. We're going to go to Panama Beach. Yeah. So he was looking at places to rent. So yeah, we're going to do a lot. We're going to start traveling a little bit more. Right now we're staying in Florida this month. So, but yeah, we're both not airplane flyers, you know, but I'm sure we'll make some trips. I want to go to Australia. And I don't know when, but that's on my bucket list. So, but you guys want to hang out while I try to figure this out? I'm going to put a big square here. See, I'm kind of messed up where I was sewing. I got to fix that. But I think the band, this is the bottom, the back band. I think it'll look good. Yeah, and I'll just do granny stitches. I'm not sure. I was sewing it together. I tried to do the granny attachment, and it looked, I don't know. It's almost like I forgot how to do it. I made a bunch of boggy blankets last year. The first blanket drive, I made a bunch of them, granny squares. And it's like all of a sudden I forgot how to put granny squares together. I gotta watch somebody's tutorial. I know Juan has a tutorial, but I wanna do it as you go with the granny squares. So, but I don't know. I've already done the sewing, so I might as well continue the sewing. I don't know. Every cardigan's a learning experience, right? The whole process, whether you have to frog it 10 times, it's a learning experience is what it is. Yeah. But that's what I'm doing. So let me go find the back. I finally gathered up. I don't know. I put stuff away and I hide it from myself. I've hidden my contacts. Thank God I got some in the mail, because I have a little Vera Bradley Paisley black and white bag, and I haven't seen them since my trip. And you know, the last time I lost contacts I left them in a hotel room. So, but Tiffany and I, we went around that room several times, so I don't know. I've gone through my car. So, but anyways, I'll be back. Hey, y'all. Sorry, this video is a little choppy. I'm just splicing and dicing everything together. I found her, and I think this is how we're going to do it. Yeah. I'm just wondering if I should have used white. I don't know. And I brought this out just to see how I did it, to inspire me, because I'm like losing my, what do you call it? Losing velocity. I keep having to frog things. So, but yeah, so that's going to be the bottom. And it'll be big enough. It looks like it's, I used 4 squares, but I'm just going to do like stitching instead of 4 squares. I'm going to do 3. I want to do it a little bit different. I'm going to do the front different. I'm going to do it with a V collar. I'm going to try, and I'm going to make these, you know, half. So I have Big Twist yarn in these colors. This is the nice thing about Big Twist. They have a variety of colors that go with Red Heart yarn. Yeah. So, because this is actually an example. This is Big Twist yarn here. It's not the Red Heart, and it matches perfect. Doesn't it? I love it. So, but anyways, I figured we could hang out and stitch for a little while. And tomorrow, if the day is purty, or maybe later on this afternoon, I'll do another video. I'm going to start doing videos outside by the pool. Yeah, I need to get some vitamin D. I stay in the house too much, and I sleep too much, so yeah. So that's the plan. I stretch some stitches out. Hopefully when I sew them together, it won't look so bad. Yeah, trying to find where I sewed them together, because I had like 3 rows of grannies going up the back, and I'm like, wait a minute, I forgot about this, and I didn't want to waste this. I like that look, the big panel. So, yep. Alrighty, I'm gonna have to do gray. I'm gonna use up this gray that I cut up. Not for this big one, but I will use it. Look at all this yarn. It's a hot mess. Speaking of hot, it's getting warm in here. Where's my remote? Oh, man. I turn it on and off right here, sitting here, and my couch eats everything. Here it is. It didn't hit the floor yet. Okay. This yarn that I'm attaching it with is a recycled yarn bee yarn that I got on clearance. I probably paid $1.49 for the whole skein. And the color is called Seal. It's the yarn that comes in the brown bands. Oh, I can't believe I let this get all tangled. There's some more little pieces. Yep. Need to put that in a bag for Miss Lynette. Okay, we found the end. Yay. Now, let's find my hook. I'm using a dot hook. I love these hooks. I got 4 boxes for $50 a piece. Oh, I'm always rubbing my eyes, and I end up getting... My mascara is not waterproof. All right, what side is that? I don't think I flipped this when I was turning the big square. Sometimes I do, sometimes I forget. 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Once I get this back done, then I'll start on the side panels. The little greenies, that's going to be a learning curve. I've never made half grannies, the triangle grannies. I'm sure it's not that difficult. Common sense. I just won't complete the circle, right? I'll just look at one of these and fold it in half, and I should be able to figure it out. Worst comes to worst, I'll watch a tutorial. So how many of you guys are going to do the bag a day shawl? That thing is pretty. Very pretty. I might do it, I don't know. I do have lots of pretty yarn though. But if I did a shawl, I would have to, I guess I could send it to somebody. I don't wear shawls. That's why I never make them. The only person I know that wears shawls is my daughter-in-law's mother. I've seen her in church, she wears shawls. She's a little thing. She's actually a subscriber, Miss Betty. Hey Betty, if you're watching. But yeah, she gave my granddaughter a shawl, and my granddaughter calls it, it's a crochet shawl, and she calls it icky, because it does feel icky. But she won't sleep without it. It's funny. And she's the one that has the issue with how textures feel, but she loves that thing even though it feels icky. It's so funny. They're growing up so fast. So what do you guys have planned for your weekend? I think I'm gonna sit out by the pool, get some vitamin D, and get some sun on these legs. You guys somebody said lower your camera so I can see what you're doing, so I always forget. Zeus is sleeping. My husband just came home he went to Gainesville. I don't know what he had to do. He came in here and goes, yeah, finally awake? You gonna sleep your life away? I'm like, well, today I'm up. My energy level's been a little on the low side this week. I don't know if it's from the trip. Tiffany came over yesterday morning and she said, Mom, she says, I've been exhausted for 2 days. She says, that trip wore me out. And so maybe that's why my energy level, maybe I did too much. I mean, for my daughter to be exhausted, that child has energy. Like, she gets up at 5:30 in the morning. She's up and at 'em. When we were in the hotel, she was up packed. She had her bed stripped before I woke up. Yeah, she strips the beds in the hotel. I said, do you know they pay people to do that? She goes, no, I want to help them. So that's sweet. I leave them a tip so they can do my bed, but she stripped my bed. When I got out of the shower, she had everything on the cart ready to go for me and Grandma. But we had a wonderful time on that trip. We did. I don't think I talked a whole lot about it. I will, because my video was, I'm kind of bummed I had to remove the voice on the video. There is one, I think one of the yarn stores I did do a voiceover, but when you end up splicing it all together, I went ahead and put music on it. Maybe I could post it. No music. Voiceover Michaels. That was this all the stores in Orlando, their music was loud in all their stores. I guess it's a younger generation of people in Orlando. I mean, it's a hopping place. I remember when I was little, my parents bought the farm, but we still lived in South Florida, and we would make several trips up here on the weekends, you know. And I can remember going through Orlando. It was nothing but orange groves. It was nothing but trees. Disney was there, but Disney was like in like an Everglades, like out in the woods. There was nothing around. And now it's like, wow. Yeah, the orange groves are gone. It's all houses. And sadly, you know, on some of these areas, it's a little hilly in some of the areas, and they're just houses. They look like they're stacked on top of one another. But yeah, Orlando, it's expensive to live there. Now, the outlets are nice. You get some pretty good deals on the outlets, the store outlets, but as far as like hotels, the hotel, I mean, maybe it's the time of year, but I think I paid like $250 a night for just a hotel. It wasn't the nicest hotel in Disney. My husband booked it for me. Next time I'm gonna book it. Yeah, it was, the elevator was broke. We had to walk so far. It was hard on my mom, but we finally found another place to park where my mom didn't have to walk so far, you know. So yeah, where we parked and where our room was, we couldn't park there, you know, because the elevator was broke on that side. So we had to go around the other side of the building, which was huge. But it's an older hotel. You could tell in Buena Vista. It wasn't near, you know, it wasn't International Drive, I think is the main road. But we did take I-4 there, which everybody travels to get to Orlando, Disney World. But all in all, we had a great time, and the trip that turned out to be kind of discouraging when we found out the guy sold those fans. They weren't there when we got there, but Tiffany, we called around, and Tiffany got a better deal. So it worked out really for the better. You know, I told her, I said, it wasn't meant to be. And then we came across that, and they're actually used, but they're gorgeous. Nothing's wrong with them. So yeah, it was a couple that she said they're pretty new. The couple that's sold them, they got a farmhouse out by Boggy Creek, but they're remodeling their farmhouse, and the new style doesn't go with the stained glass, so it worked out perfect. Oops, I did 3 and I was supposed to do 2. I always do the chain 5, so I don't have to. I only have to do when I come back around, I have to do 2 double crochets. I like it like that. I did it again. There. And all I gotta do is slip stitch. So there. So now let's see. It might be a little longer than I anticipated. My belly button's here. There's my waistband. So, yeah. I think I'm going to crochet these instead of sew this. I don't know, y'all. I hope I don't have to frog this. How did I do that one? See, You know what I did? I did it as I went. You guys can't see it. Yeah, I granny stitched. I did the granny clusters to put these on. But this here and here, but I did, I think single, no, I did herringbone, I think, on this strip. I don't want to do that again, I don't think. I don't know. Anyways, I gotta fix that. But I didn't like sewing. I hate sewing, and I did all this by hand. I don't like sewing. I think I'm gonna crochet the rest of it to get, I don't know. I've already sewn it, so I might as well just keep going, huh? I guess. All right. Oh, let's see if I can find my needle I had last night. Nope. I fell asleep with it. It's in the couch. I'll find it later. You know me, I never have just one of something. Oh. And I'm not sewing in my ends till the end. That stinks. Huh. I gotta see where this last one looped through. Guess it doesn't really matter. I'm doing the outsides of these stitches, and the stitch turns out, actually it's a pretty stitch. It's purty. It's just so tedious doing this. I would rather, I'm a lot faster at crocheting. And in the prior clips, I apologize for my disgustingness. I put my gum on my tray there because I didn't feel like getting up. It's my party, and I'll spit my gum wherever I want to. But yeah, that was pretty disgusting. But I don't want to destroy that video. I usually have another container that's empty if I don't want to get up, because I do. You guys know I chew gum. Yeah, this is my empty container. Usually I put it in there. But yeah, I don't feel like getting up. All right, that looks uneven as heck. There. That's better. So I'm just gonna leave these like that until I get close to, and I'll sew everything in tight. Yeah, I don't feel like sewing, frogging. I mean, it's these granny squares, and I'm doing it differently, changing it up, so I'm making mistakes, but I'm learning in the whole process. So, all right, is that the outside stitch? It sure is. Yeah. There hasn't been, I've been watching regular dish TV because my internet, I can pull up YouTube, but it was just buffering and buffering and buffering, and yeah, very annoying. I'm not sure if I'm sewing these corners together properly, but I guess I'm just gonna eyeball it, you know. See, that one looks wonky. Okay, I'll put one more stitch over and see if that looks better. And another thing I found out, don't pull too hard. I pulled too hard on one of these stitches, and it had kind of like that a little bit. And these ends here, I don't know where the end is to that. It looks like it's, here it is. It's on this side. I'll reinforce that with another stitch. All right, so here we go. I'm gonna put this on, I'm gonna attach it. And I haven't cut the, and I gotta remember to do the pretty side, the ugly side on the outside. Both sides are pretty. Okay, so that's gotta go on the inside. And then I gotta match up the grannies. Let's see. So we got 2 grannies on each side, counting the corner. All right, you guys, I like using the stitch markers, but I also like these little, call them miniature clothesline clips. Okay, 1, 2. Here, 1, 2. I think it just holds them together, and you can move them over if you get close to them, you know. But yeah, I use both. I really want to granny stitch it together, but I've gotten this far, so I might as well finish sewing it. I have a lot of, whoa, don't pull that, Nance. Yeah, I've got, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna have to cut this. I have 50 pairs of scissors. This is the only pair I can find. They're in the couch. All right, here we go. All right. I need to weave that into that corner a little better so it looks better. The finishing touch. Let's see. Oh, you guys, I got a phone call the other night. I don't know. Some of you know who my Uncle Greg is. Okay. He's like my favorite uncle in the whole wide world. And he lives in South Carolina. Anyways, and Jan, his significant other, I call her Aunt Jan. She's also like one of my besties. They never got married. And they've been together 30 years. The reason they never got married is because Greg's been married before, and he just felt that he just didn't believe in getting married, you know. And they had a kid together, but anyways, they got married. I was so excited. They eloped officially. She called me the other night and she goes, "Guess what?" I said, "What?" She goes, "Just make a guess." I couldn't guess, and she told me they got married. I was so excited for her. Yeah, because a lot of people used to ask Greg, you know, why aren't they married, you know? I guess it just, you know, previously it was a bad experience, but they're both older. They're very settled. They're very happy together, especially on their new, you know, South Carolina. It's not new, but they do have a Florida home that I think they're going to try to sell once Haley, his youngest, once she probably buys another place, but she's living in the house right now. Jan and Greg built that beautiful home. I know There's a video somewhere with me in South Carolina, and and all his children are mallard ducks. It's so funny. He calls them and they come. It's so funny. He's really chilled out in his older age. He was a wild child. So was I. And but yeah, he used to be the big white hunter, you know. Did I put that in the right stitch? I didn't put it in the back stitch. Yeah, I did. Sometimes these back stitches look like some stitch. Alright, that one is there. I know you guys can't see me, I'm sorry. I probably should turn the lights on. But yeah, they got married. I'm so excited for them, and I want to go. Oh, you know what? Jan and them are home. I need to call her. Her mother lives in Fort Myers, and she's in a assisted living now. She's a retired principal, her mom, and she was one of the first women that graduated from the University of Florida. You know, years ago, women couldn't go to college. And she was the beginning of that era that started going to college. And she's a very strong woman. She refuses to move close to Jan. She's very independent, but she is in an assisted living. She's 90, I think she's 93. But Jan says her mom was very happy to hear that they got married. Because her mom and dad, they were married for many years, you know. She had a good family life. Her daddy just adored her, and he adored her, Haley, the youngest, the baby. I'd go over to Greg's, and he'd be out there by the pond. Any place Greg buys, he makes a pond and fills it with fish. He's got a big pond now, but and he made that pond, y'all. In that video, he made that. There was a creek somewhere close to it, and he asked if he could hook into it, and he hooked into some type of water reservoir. Yeah, it's beautiful. That's why you see all those trees out there, because he is filled with water now. But what was I saying? But no, Jan's dad, he retired from, I think, the railroad, and then he worked for another company. He retired twice. He got 2 pensions. He was a hard worker. And like I said, her mom was a principal. You know, you had to toe the, what do you call it? You had to fly right when your mom was the principal of your school. Yeah, Jan worked for an attorney for years, and then she met Greg, and that's all she wrote. She moved here. They fell in love. But yeah. She's my aunt that reminds me of Paula Deen. She can cook like her. She's got her white hair, and she's had white hair since I've known her. In her early 30s, she had white hair. It's beautiful white hair. But she's got those beautiful blue eyes. You know what? I watched a documentary this past week on the color of eyes. I always thought that, well, years ago, I thought that if you had 2 parents that had blue eyes, you had a bigger chance of having blue eyes. If you had 2 brown-eyed, you couldn't get blue-eyed, you know, and that's not true anymore. 75% of the population is brown-eyed. The brown in your eye is a reflection. It has something to do with the back of your retina, and it's the reflection. And blue-eyed people, they lack that. It's a melatonin. It's a melatonin, and they have a melatonin, like a deficiency, if they have blue eyes. And it's genetic. it's all DNA, but yeah, you know, they usually say brown is more dominant and stuff, but it's all depends on the melatonin. That's why there's blue eyes. And then it talks about green eyes. It was really interesting. It was on YouTube. I wish, I mean, it was very interesting because I never knew that. But yeah, well, Tim's got blue eyes, but if Tim, well, you know, because it was always strange because my mom has brown eyes, light brown eyes, and my dad has those beautiful blue eyes. They're like, almost like, I mean, they're just bright blue. As he's gotten older, it's changed. And also it says that children, when they're born, they can be born with blue eyes. And as they develop melatonin, I guess their eyes can change to brown or to hazel. Hazel is the least common eye. And it explains the scientific reason why maybe the brown is in the center versus maybe green eyes is more around the pupil and brown around the outside. It was just very, very interesting. But yeah, like my son, olive complexion. My children, I used to think, you know, that you know, I had brown eyes. They were going to have brown eyes, brown hair. But like my mom and dad, I'm the only brown-eyed, dark-haired girl. I mean, my hair's darker than anybody. No, well, my dad had black hair and blue eyes. But I'm the brunette in the family. And brown eyes. My brothers, I have 2 brothers, they're blondes with blue eyes. It's just, you know, it's crazy. So, yeah, I was the ugly duckling. I'm just kidding. You know, I think of the black duck in the cartoon. I'm proud of who I am. But yeah, it was really interesting. If you guys could look it up, I can't remember the name of it. When my YouTube behaves, maybe I'll share it with you in my description. I'll probably forget. But, yeah, it was very interesting on the reasoning behind, or you know, the new findings of why people's eyes are certain colors and where, like their culture of where they come from. I guess they lack the melatonin, and I think it's in colder areas. I can't remember all of it, but it was interesting. I learned something. Because I always thought that, I always thought that. I just thought maybe I was a strange DNA. But my mom has brown eyes, but her eyes are very light brown. I don't know, mine are pretty dark. But you want to know something also. When I was on my honeymoon with Tim, we were on the beach every day. And he said to me, "Your eyes are green." And I said, "It must be the ocean, being out. Like, your eyes reflect the color of the ocean if you're out on the ocean, I guess." I don't know. Oh, what did I do? I went through a stitch. I don't want that. Oh, where are you? There you are. Yeah, I went through a stitch. Dang it. I'm almost done with this, and you guys still can't see me crocheting. Oh, I'm not crocheting, I'm sewing. And I'm really slow at sewing. But I'll end this video once I end this, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go put my bathing suit on, and I'm going to go out on the back patio. You know something? Since I quit smoking and I quit having toddies, like on the weekends and stuff, I don't go outside as much. And me thinking about laying out in the sun, I'm thinking about, why don't I go get some wine coolers? I don't even know if I'm allowed to drink at all. since I had the heart attack and all the medicines I'm on. Like, I have to be really careful. One thing I need to get better at is my diet. I really do. I'm not trying to lose weight or anything, but I have a vitamin deficiency and I need to eat better. But I do love steak. I'm a red meat lover. And I know it's probably not good for me. To a degree. Okay, we're almost there, y'all. Oh, we're there. Let me just go through one more. I'm gonna make the ends long so it won't pull out, but I'm not tying anything in. Oop, I don't want that looped like that. I don't want to knot anything. I just went through the thread. This yarn is really, no I didn't. Okay, it's okay. I can make overalls. We can make suspenders. That's an idea, y'all. Make some shorts. I'd never wear it. But we'd have to do two bigger. I don't know, but that's an idea, isn't it? Do suspenders. In cotton to go over a bathing suit. I bet you that would be cute. I need to write that down. I don't have my book here with me. I have a little book I write ideas down. But that's the back. And so what I'm going to do is, I'll turn it upside down. I'm going to crochet granny stitch along these sides. You know, I wish I would have made this. I probably should have gone a couple more rounds on this to where it met here. Y'all think I should do that? I think I should do that. See, I got a frog again. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. But this is a cool idea for overalls. I've never seen overalls. And I know how to make pants. You just make that longer and then you fold them in. That is a cool idea. All right. So if you see overalls, that was my idea. I feel so bad for some people. You know, their channels are their business, and they will. I was watching this girl. She's doing backpacks, and backpacks exist in crochet world, but hers are a little bit unique. And she did a pattern and a tutorial, and somebody stole her idea. And she's so mad, but I was looking at her disclaimers in her patterns because I bought one of her patterns, and she puts in there, if this is, you know, if you duplicate this, well, she says you can do it, but you got to give me credit, you know, if you share this with somebody. But she said she will go after them. She will take legal action if you steal her idea. So I don't blame her. It's her business. For me, this is fun. If somebody goes and makes a pair of overalls, it's like, I inspired you, you know, and most of you guys are like that, but there are people out there that they're ruthless, you know. I mean, you could make something similar and just not copy it to the T. I mean, there's so many things you can do, but I like that idea. The more I look at it, the more I could create some overalls. That is on my bucket list. But I gotta finish this first, and it's gonna be a sweater. Wouldn't it be funny if I made it overalls? Y'all would laugh at me. Yeah. But yeah, this all-in-one greenie, I think it's an awesome idea, and you can fudge them, you know. Because I'm gonna fudge these on the front. I'm gonna do the triangle, you know, but All right. What's next? What's next? I gotta frog this because I am going to... You know what? I don't have to frog it. I can just go around and go, you know what I mean? Not just fully. Yeah, I think that'll be okay. I'm gonna try it and we'll see what happens. Yeah, I'll go around and come back around till it meets here. I think that'll be fine. Yeah, no two seams are alike. But I want to take a picture of this. I want to screenshot this so I remember. You guys know me. I found that on the couch. Take a picture right here. Oh, this phone's dead. Y'all, I'm bad. I'm surprised Bag a Day doesn't have something like this. She's very creative. But yeah. I guess I'll just take a screenshot of my video. That's what I'll do. But yeah. Overalls. I would have to make these just two because I think that would look funny in the crotch. I'd make the crotch gray and make it a seam in the crotch. But yeah. I make a granny square for each thigh, depending on your size, I guess. I'd probably have to do two because of the seam. No, what I do, my butt's bigger than the front, but do like two more grannies and then fold it around your back end, and that's your butt panel. And just, you know, you'll have granny square like in another color, solid color for, you know, you sew your crotch together. That's an idea. And then maybe you could do the back in some type of ribbing to give it elastic, and then just do straps. And if the straps, you know, I was watching this channel that makes those backpacks. She does all kinds of neat ideas, and she sews material to the back side of her bags, but you can also do it like if I made straps, I could sew a strip of material on the back side so that it's stable and wouldn't stretch. That's an idea. Okay, guys, that's on my bucket list, and you know what? I'm gonna do it in the new color sherbet. I should do it in red, white, and blue for summer, because Steenhatchee, we always celebrate 4th of July and plan on making it for 4th of July, and then I could do maybe a tutorial on it. I'm getting a little braver. No promises, but that is a summer bucket list. Yes, red, white, and blue, granny, square, make them into overalls. I did a dress last year, but this year I can do my own, and maybe you guys can do your own. If I do a tutorial, it's pretty easy to do granny square. You just got to place them in certain places and make a strap, right? Do you guys get what I'm getting at here? That's an idea. All right, this video is too long, so I'm going to go. But I'll be back. I love y'all. Mwah. I'll be outside. We'll get some sun.